Hi there, my name is Debbie Martin and I am independent consultant number 255988 with Paparazzi Accessories. And today I am going to explain the compensation plan to you that is with our program through Producer. I'm going to use a board that I have made to show you, so I'm going to get up now and get behind the camera and move it around and show you what I have prepared. And hopefully you can understand it and I can explain it well. Just one second. Okay. Now when you first sign up, you are a consultant. This is where you start at the very top. You have bought your kit and you are ready to start selling. To be an active consultant in one calendar month, you have to have a 50 PV, which is personal volume. That is calculated by the amount of pieces you purchase in that calendar month. Each piece equals 2 PV. So you would purchase a bare minimum of 25 pieces per calendar month for your 50 PV. Once you have done that, you become a star consultant. And now you're selling and talking it up and having fun, and this person you know or don't know has contacted you and would like to do the same thing. So you sign this person up as a consultant under you. This is a personally sponsored consultant. In other words, you sponsored that person yourself. And she becomes active and gets her 50 PV for that calendar month. Meanwhile, you have signed another personally sponsored consultant. They have also purchased 25 pieces and accumulated 50 PV. Well, during that calendar month, everyone's active, has met the PV requirements. You, as a star consultant, will receive 5% of their purchases. That's the way the commission is determined, is by the purchase, because we have no way of knowing what they have actually sold. We just go on what was purchased. Well, that's good, and everybody's having fun. And this personally sponsored one is number 1 down here. They have gone out and they have sponsored a person and another person, so they now have 2. Your second one up here has also sponsored a person. You yourself have sponsored a third person. This third person has sponsored 2 people, so your leg is growing. Everyone has met their 50 PV for the month. You have to do that too. As a director, you have to meet your 50 PV. This is your first leg. This is your personally sponsored. You always want to grow this because not everyone you sign up will remain active. And you have to have 3 active per calendar month in your first leg. At this point, when you have 3, you receive 10% commission from your first leg if they have met their 50 PV. This is a perfect scenario. They have all 3 met their 50 PV. Say number 3 did not. You still remain a director, but you fall back to the 5% for these 2. But right now we have 3 and they're all active, doing great, selling the jewelry, having fun, and are signing people up. We have the 2 here that this one signed, the 1 that this one signed, and your third person has signed 2 people. So now you still have to meet your 50 PV. Everyone does. You're getting 10% on your first leg, which is your personally sponsored. Then on the next level that your sponsors have sponsored, you're going to get 5% of what they purchase. You are now a director. Well, you were a director here, but now you're receiving 10% on this line and 5% on this line. Also, back up here, when you first signed up, any personally sponsored consultant you sign up, you receive a business building bonus because you're building your business, which means there are 3 kits available, a $99, a $229, and a $499. Whichever one they purchase, you will receive 15%, which is a one-time bonus for them signing up and purchasing the kit. So that's another little perk in there. So now we are a director. We've got 2 legs going here. Well, 3 legs, but there's 2 levels. 10% on the first, 5% on the second. And we're doing real good. And then we're going to come up and become a premier director, which means you still have your 50 PV that you have to meet yourself. Your first leg still has to meet the 50 PV per calendar month. Then the people they have signed up meet their PV. And this is where the third rule comes in. You can only take 1/3. This is a leg. This is your personally sponsored, what she sponsored. Then this person sponsored 2 people. You add their OV, which is organizational value. This leg is 1,000. Your second leg is 1,000. Your third leg is 1,500. Well, you can only use 1/3 of the OVs. That is 3,500, and you need 3,000 on this level. So you've made that. So you're still getting the 10% on your first level, the 5% on the second, and now you're getting 5% on the third. Once you meet the requirements, everyone has to be active. So you need to keep growing this personally sponsored level to make sure you always have active people. Then you come to executive director, which is 100 PV, which equals 50 pieces that you have to buy in a calendar month. And believe me, that's very easy. I buy that or more in a day, 5 days a week. And you will too. So you still have your same team. I just didn't copy it all down. This goes, the premier, no, we're on executive. The executive goes to 6,000 OV, where this was 3,000. So each leg, you can only take 1/3 of each leg. So you need 2, 2, and 2 for your 6,000. At this point, you're still getting the 10% on the first leg, the 5% on the second level, and the 5% on the third. But now you're getting 1% again of the whole total amount, which is a nice increase. Then your next step is producer. You're going to need 3,000 in each leg. Meanwhile, these people are growing. This person is going to sponsor several, this person. So your legs are getting longer. You need 12,000 OV. You're still getting the 10% on the first level, 5 on the second, and 5 on the third. But now you're going to get 3% of the total picture. You need the 100 PV per month, per calendar month, and that starts over every month. Nothing carries over. It sounds complicated, but it's really not. There's a brochure, and if you look at that, it really explains it well. It's kind of hard to just put these numbers up here and walk you through it, but it's very possible. A lot of people do it. I can do it. You can do it. We just have to work at it. But it's a very attainable goal. And I hope that has helped explain it a little bit. You just have to remember your PV and your OV and the 1/3 rule. And then 10% on the first level, 5% on the second, 5% on the third. It grows from executive director to producer. And the producer is 12,000 OV with the 100 PV, the same as the executive, except OV changes from 6,000 to 12,000. And then you get 3% with producer of the whole, where you only got 1 with executive director. But I hope that has helped you a little bit. And if there are any questions, just DM me and let me know, and I will see what I can find out. And y'all have a great day. Thank you.